I have got to be the first person, I genuinely believe, the first person in the history of the United States to get ghosted by a U.S. Army recruiter. As my dad said, I thought every recruit counted, and they want to make every bonus they can. I got in contact with an Army recruiter, had a 15 some minute conversation with him while I was at my favorite antique store looking for things to resell. Well, one of my favorites was a thrift store. And, well, I'm talking to him for 15-20 minutes, and he's telling me how, what the Army can do for me, yada yada yada, how it's important to be urgent. He was being realistic with me and telling me the jobs that I was interested in weren't necessarily easy to get. It's all going to depend on the ASFAB. Told me to take the ASFAB practice test and get back to him. I did as he ordered. I followed his rules. Took the ASFAB practice test. Did great on the English portion, not so great on the mathematics. Received an overall score of 58. Average is 50. You're shooting for a 70. Not great, but, good enough. Don't hear back from him for a day. I think, okay, needs a day to process it. Don't hear back from him for 2 days. Okay, needs some time to process it. Hasn't texted me at all. I told him, hey, I'll do it when I get home. He said, okay, sounds good. I told him that I had to clock into my work early, but I'll take it when I get home later tonight. I did. I sent him the link and some screenshots of my score, and he said, he had said before that he'll compare it to what other people tested at and get back to me and tell me what jobs I would have available. Third day passes. People start thinking, oh, maybe he's on holiday or something. Okay, maybe he is. Maybe he's taken, a day for himself or a weekend for himself. Here's the thing though, I'm not texting the United States Army. I'm texting this Army recruiter's number specifically. Doesn't human decency at least, dictate that you send maybe a text message, hey bud, I'm busy, I'll get back to you whenever. Of course, my boss, one of my managers at work was like, well, if I'm on vacation, I don't want people to bother me at all. But I'm thinking, and then I tell them, but you don't get a sign-up bonus for how many people are, signing up through you. So it's a bit different in this situation. That's genuinely how I feel. I feel like when I had the conversation on the phone with him, he thought I was going to be a lot more intelligent because, I'm a very open-minded, forward, progressive thinking person, so I am an intelligent individual, but I guess he thought that would translate to academically intelligent as well, and maybe a high math score that I just didn't quite have or something, and I don't think I'm too dumb for the Army. It's just like, what if this guy only wants to recruit people that test high enough on the ASFAB, and he's like, oh, he's not actually smart enough, never mind. It's like, this guy's just wasting my time. A fourth day. It's been 5 days now. But isn't a U.S. Army recruiter supposed to have more of a precedent? Isn't it supposed to be more important to you? What do you all think? Like, do you think after 4 or 5 days straight of hearing absolutely nothing after you did what you were ordered and what you were told, and he said, and you were told they were going to get back to you, you had their word, you're supposed to have the full faith and credit of a U.S. Army recruiter. After 4 or 5 days, does that count as getting ghosted by the U.S. Army? And who else have you ever heard of getting ghosted by the U.S. Army? And has this ever happened to you before? Is this a thing that happens? Because I've sure never heard of it happening to anyone. So you tell me, what's going on here? Am I being ghosted by the United States Army?